Don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. It's Friday morning, 11 AM, and I'm out in the car. I'm going up to the supermarket to pick up a few bits and pieces that I couldn't get yesterday when I took mum shopping. Certain brands of certain products that I can only get from one particular place. We got up early this morning. Ian took Mr. Bentley out on his WALK fairly early. I did a bit of domestic stuff, laundry, etc. Did some work on the computer, went out to the post office to do all the website orders, and got that done first thing and out of the way, because we have visitors coming today or this afternoon. We've got Kay and Alfie, who are the owners of Indigo Blue, the stamp and paint people. They're coming over for a visit. It's a multi-pronged visit. We've got, well, A, they're coming for lunch. B, they're bringing Daisy and Duke, the two dogs, over for a play date with Mr. Bentley. C, they haven't been to the new house since we moved in. So it's been 2 years since they've actually been up to visit us. And also we're having a kind of business working lunch, which is why I'm nipping out just to get some fresh bits and pieces. So they're coming, like I said, for lunch for this kind of business meeting. So quite interesting, quite fun. Really looking forward to it. So it's Saturday afternoon and I've just finished editing the video for tonight's art journal page, which is this one. So that's the Don't Rain on My Parade art journal page, which you, because we're doing this in the future, I'm recording this on Saturday but it's going live next Thursday. You probably would have already seen that, even though the video still hasn't finished uploading. So yeah, so if you haven't seen that video yet, then I think there'll be an iCard in one of the corners up here somewhere that you can click to go back and watch the creation of that art journal page. And I've also used a new stencil. This is the Diamond Drops stencil as well, so which I haven't released yet, but probably will do if enough of you like it. So, so if I've had enough comments about that stencil, then by the time you see this it possibly may have already been released, so pop across to the website and check it out if you're interested in that one. So yeah, so I did that. This probably isn't going to be the final version of the art journal page. I probably will go back around and do something around the borders of the main focal character. Love him, I think he's absolutely great. I want to call him Ernie or Bernie, but what I've done is I've actually gone round with a ballpoint pen just to make the quote blocks pop a little bit more. I did originally use a Stabilo all pencil and activated it with water, but it's died back, it's disappeared, it's reacted with the pigments underneath and it's just kind of vanished. It's just left a little bit of a kind of a wishy-washy watermark underneath it. So I've gone in with a ballpoint pen. So, but I may also change and do something with this at a later date. I don't often go back and revisit art journal pages, but I probably will do with that one. But also it is the last page in my Dilutions 8x8 creative journal. So that's it for that one. So again, I might do a flip through of that in the next week or so. If anybody's interested, just let me know in the comments below. So yes, so that's my Saturday. It's been another kind of warmish day today. Tomorrow, Sunday is supposed to be the hottest day so far. They're forecasting temperatures up to about 30. Now for Britain, that's blooming warm. It's not kind of, Arizona, California temperatures, or even Australia temperatures, but for the UK, that's crikey hot. So we'll wait and see. It might be one of those days where we're too hot to do anything. We'll just have to wait and see. Here's hoping. A lazy Sunday. Now that would be nice.
We can give the NHS a few more crucial weeks to get those remaining jabs into the arms of those who need them. And since today, I cannot say that we have met all our 4 tests for proceeding with step 4 on June the 21st, I think it is sensible to wait just a little longer. By Monday the 19th of July, we will aim to have double jabbed around 2/3 of the adult population, including everyone over 50, all the vulnerable, all frontline health and care workers, and everyone over 40 who received their first dose by mid-May. And to do this, we will now accelerate the second jabs for those over 40, just as we did for the vulnerable groups, so they get the maximum protection as fast as possible. And we will bring forward our target to give every adult in this country a first dose by the 19th of July. That is including young people over the age of 18, with 23 and 24-year-olds invited to book jabs from tomorrow, so we reduce the risk of transmission among the groups that mix the most.
So that was Prime Minister Boris Johnson outlining the steps for coming out of lockdown. As he just, kind of explained, we were due to come out of lockdown on June the 21st.
Which is Monday
next
coming,
week.
isn't it?
Yeah. Unfortunately, because of the new Delta variant, infections have been on the rise in those that haven't been vaccinated, which has caused them to kind of pause and think again about opening up the rest of the country, and opening up all the rest of the businesses for full lockdown when there is such an infection rate and a big spike, but I have to state it's only in those that haven't been vaccinated yet, so it's now the younger generation.
They're the ones that said, we won't get it.
Yeah, originally, but
we've got our protective halos.
Yes, but the impact of that is that you have some shows, some steampunk shows,
I do,
which are booked in the coming weeks. So he's now put the deadline for opening back up again to, was it the 19th of July?
Yeah.
So
slap bang in the middle.
Yeah. So you've got 2 shows that fall before the 19th of July, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got one at Blisthill near Birmingham. It's the old Victorian town village. That's nearly all outside.
It's a museum, isn't it?
Museum.
It's like a Victorian living museum.
It's ticket only, so we may go ahead, but it depends what their council decide to do.
Yeah, so again, mostly outside, ticket only, and can be socially distanced. So we've got fingers crossed for that.
And then we've got Papplewick, but I think it's the other way around. I think Papplewick is first.
So Papplewick pumping station,
that's
a Victorian pumping station,
with steam engines and stuff.
Yeah,
that's ticket only as well. That's in Nottingham, so we'll see how the Nottingham Council go. But I said the other way around. Papplewick first, then Blisthill, and then the third one is Whitby at the end of the month. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, but that is after the 19th of July date, isn't
25th.
it?
25th, 26th.
And Whitby's one of the big ones.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, one of the big ones. So we'll just have to wait and see now, don't we, to see what happens with those 2 shows.
It's worrying.
Well, it is worrying because it now extends that period of non-earning, if you like, for you to another month.
You see, I was banking on going back out in July, trading 3 shows in a row, getting money back in to get ready for the asylum, which is taking place this year, but in Newark rather than Lincoln. That's another story. We'll talk about that another day.
Yeah, yeah.
But to try and get money in to do the stock, if I have no money, I can't make no stock, so I can't make any money. It's a vicious cycle, really.
And I know we're not on our own.
No, we're
it's
not.
Everybody in the UK that's still affected by not being able to go to work. Obviously, there are lots of people who have not had an effect at all.
No.
It's all there's been no effect through lockdown, or people that have been able to carry on doing the jobs because they're key workers and that kind of stuff.
Which we take our hats off to.
Absolutely. But there are obviously still people out there where their businesses and their earnings have been impacted because of the lockdown and the restrictions that are in place. And that hasn't been fully cleared yet.
But what has been unfair is that, okay, we got our little bits from the government for being self-employed, but people who are employed got their furlough wages. They got practically all their wages.
Well, they got 75%, I think it was.
Which is a lot more than we got.
Well, in percentage-wise and pro rata, blah, blah, blah. But we did get something.
But we're still here.
Yes, we're still here and we're still plodding along. So we are still going to carry on doing what we've been doing. The long and the tall and the short of it is we're still going to carry on doing what we're going to be doing. And the plan is you're going to carry on doing some Steampunk Tuesday stuff, and you're still going to be carry on making some more journals.
I am, yes. I've got some cracking ideas for some new, but there will only be limited edition journals, just 2 of.
That's the plan.
If it gets any worse, Bentley's going to have to go out and work for himself.
Yeah, we're going to have to send him out for work.
Male model, centre spread.
Or something.
Bentley, you're going to have to go out and be a model. I think he'd make a lovely model, actually, calendars But the thing is, he wouldn't do as he's told. If he was well behaved, we could have him out as a film dog. But we love him anyway, don't we?
So I've just managed to be able to get an appointment at the local hairdressers, or barbers, if you like, for me, which will be... So this will mean it'll be the first time I'll have had my hair cut professionally since the beginning of February 2020. So well over a year. So in between lockdown and all that kind of stuff, Ian's cut my hair twice as best he could, obviously because he's not a professional, he's never really done it before. So, excuse me a moment. Go on then, out you go. Go wee then. And made a decent job of it, but not a professional, proper tidy up job, if you know what I mean. And it definitely needs it. So Wednesday at 2 p.m, snip, 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 snip.
New electric scooter with 333 mile range. Pretty far, is it?
Depends where you're going. Surely.
333 miles, you're alright.
If you just go into the supermarket, it's fine, isn't it?
If you've got 45,000 quid to spend on the scooter.
You missed a bit.
Good morning everyone, and it's a very lovely morning as well. As you can see, the sun is out and it's car service day today, and they've lent me a little red car. It's rather sweet, I'll show you. So this is the little service car I've got. It's called a Kia Stonic,
It's very sweet, but I'm a little bit cross with them because when I got to the garage this morning, I put the key in the ignition, set off, and there was only 3 miles left in the tank, or 2 miles left in the tank, which left me a little bit vexed. Vexed to say the least. So I had to put £10 of petrol in, so I will be having words when we go and pick the car up this afternoon. I don't mind, I was only driving home and back, it's only 2 miles, but to have no petrol in when you pick it up, it's a bit tight, don't you think? Well, the sun is out, the church bells are ringing the hour, which I think is 9:30, and the front bed's looking a bit pretty. We've got some lovely campanula and some, I think it's alyssum, and things which look like cabbages are actually asters, but they haven't come up yet. They're getting ready to flower, but it's beginning to fill out nicely. However, the rhododendrons are not going to flower this year. We moved them and all they've done is grow more and more leaves, so I think we're going to have a flowerless year, but we'll see. We've still got plenty of time, but the purple ones are just absolutely beautiful.
And so I've just got back from the barber's. Ta-da! All nicely trimmed and shaved and feeling a lot cooler in this hot weather. Now I know how a sheep must feel. So it's late Wednesday afternoon. So the Art Journal page where I use the new stencils went live on Saturday. So I've allowed it until kind of like today, last day of the vlog if you like. Just to see how the new stencil design has gone down. So that was the stencil we're talking about. That was the diamond drops. Or is it that way up? I can't remember. Could go that way or that way. It's up to you. So that was the diamond drop stencil, and the other one, the one I was releasing or going to release, was this one called Twist. So the feedback from those, from the comments and emails that I've received since that went live on Saturday, has been very positive. So I've released them. They're now available to purchase on the website right now. Just thought you'd like to know. We're a big silly. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.